We're not the only ones road tripping with our scooter.
Our trip to Alabama started at this very cool place called Dauphin Island.
Hello, Fancy. You ready to go to your first beach?
We ended up chilling here for a little bit. Nova Beans the cat got to explore the beach for the first time. We've done a lot of firsts on this trip, but Jordan also told me she's never been on a ferry. So of course I had to take her on a ferry and show her what that's about.
Don't wreck getting on the boat.
Luckily I didn't wreck the car, we successfully made it on, and just a short ferry later, we were across to Gulf Shores, Alabama. Now I went this way just so that we could drive a route that we were going to be taking from our hotel to Gulf Shores and scope it out and make sure it was going to be doable with our hyper scooters. We ended up going on a really nice ride, watching the sunset at the pier, met some cool scooter kids, and we even got pulled over. And we're going to talk about all that, but about 2 weeks after we left, something tragic happened and we need to discuss that first.
A pickup truck hit and killed 2 teenagers riding an electric scooter in Foley.
Our big story, 2 teens are dead after being hit from behind by a truck while riding an electric scooter.
2 lives lost, an 18 and 19-year-old on an electric scooter heading north on County Road 65 Sunday night. A driver in a pickup truck hitting them from behind.
This was a double fatality. It happened just one highway over from this road that we're riding on in this video. So I kind of want to show you the road, how it's laid out around here. This was quite a hotbed for police. I think we passed 3 or 4 police in about 10 miles, which is a lot. Now, I didn't think we would have any problems with this ride because it's just about 40 to 50 mile an hour road in a straight line. There's no turns. This is just the one and only road and only way to get from Foley to Gulf Shores. Great job. Scooter's keeping up well? Good. The first bit of this ride, all you're going to see is what looks like a highway. It's a 45 mile an hour road. I don't think we're taking risks here. Let me put my visor up so you can see me. There's 2 of them actually. This should be interesting. Here we go, guys. We're in a bit of a situation. Let's see what happens. It's broad daylight. Cars can see us, and there's obviously cops all around us. Nobody's gonna do anything crazy to us here. There's another cop right in front of us. Right in front of the Tundra. There's another other cop still there. Let's go. We avoided one.
Beautiful night. Yeah.
Beautiful night. And I felt totally safe out riding this. But as you'll see about halfway through, once we get past this big bridge, it will start to turn a lot more from a highway into a beach town. Looks like there's a massive shoulder too. If anything happens, just pull off. We're gonna go in the front or the back? Okay.
Warning, Neo detected. Warning, Neo detected.
I just want to take some time with this video and point out what's going on here in Foley and point out maybe ways that we can reduce fatalities going forwards, because it's pretty obvious to me when I'm riding a scooter, obviously, when there's a lack of infrastructure and we're forced to be in the highway versus a city where there is options. And every city we're in where there's options, including our own home city in Iowa City and Coralville, there's abundance of bike paths and different routes to take where you don't need to be in the highway. You don't need to be with traffic. And I think that's the biggest problem, is that they're lagging behind in Foley. Their city council needs to catch up. I hope they watch this and notice what's going on with their city, that it's lagging behind. Because here you see down in Gulf Shores, we're now on the beach. There's a giant bike lane on both sides. It is not protected, but it does have a bumper on it. So if a car drives over that edge, it's going to give them the warning bumper. Probably not going to hit you. It's not 100% in these bike lanes, but this is much, much better. Obviously, you don't see me and Jordan using the bike lane because we're going the speed of cars. We're keeping up with the traffic. We're on significantly more capable scooters than most people, including the two cousins that lost their life last month. They were on, I'm assuming, a much less powerful scooter with much less powerful lighting, and they were also on a highway with no sort of bike lane like this, no shoulder even. They were doing something that probably they shouldn't have been doing, right? And I fully understand that as a scooter rider, that sometimes we do stupid shit. But at the same time, to me, this is not a scooter rider issue. This is an infrastructure issue where these cities like this will have beautiful investments into Gulf Shores itself. But the second you get outside of the touristy area, you go up to Foley, which is where the normal people live, right? Like the residents of the area, the people that actually live there don't live in the beach down here. It's way too expensive. They live up in Foley and these other little towns, but it's not fair to them that they don't have nice bike infrastructure and scooter infrastructure too. They should be able to get all the same features and amenities of the city down here 10 miles away that has beautiful bike infrastructure. It's a little bit wet, be careful. But it's paved and there's a trail. Looks like a good ride. Let's check this out and wait for sunset over here. Wow, what a cool, oh my gosh, this looks like LA beaches almost. Look how huge it is. Let's go this way, baby. I like this area. The biggest irony of the whole thing is they have these beautiful paths and yet no scooters are allowed. No e-bikes are allowed. I get it, in the summer this place may fill up and be full of people walking everywhere. But look at, it says no motorized vehicles or e-bikes or scooters. This is the first time I've ever seen. I gotta take a video of that. I don't understand this. You don't want to allow anybody to use the beautiful paths that you've built. Anyways, after we explored downtown, we ended up coming over here to this pier to watch the sunset. This pier sort of goes way out in the ocean and you can get a really nice view looking back on Gulf Shores. I'm gonna turn it off real quick just so nothing happens.
Fast goes good.
Mine goes 55.
It's about 65. It says no bicycles allowed on pier. What do we do? Do we attempt the loophole that it's not a bicycle, or do we just go somewhere else?
Oh yeah, I didn't know it.
Yeah, we're not riding it.
It says anything, they just take a break.
We're not riding it.
Yeah. How fast do they go?
55.
55?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Hell yeah.
We just did it on the way here. Hey, we have these souvenir scooters. You want one?
Sure.
I have a YouTube channel.
I got a YouTube channel too.
No way.
This stuff.
What's your YouTube channel? Jake Feebake. Cool. Let me get on the camera. I'll shout you out. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Sweet. Nice to meet you.
It's on there. Scooter Gang. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my channel. Her channel is Jordan Moves. You'll see her on all my videos too.
You wanna type it in?
Yeah, here, S. I got you. That's me.
Alabama.
We're on like a road trip across the United States. We're gonna go to every state this year. Ride in every state with the scooters. Yeah, you want to jump on it? Here.
Scoot it back.
There you go. Give it a jump. Yeah, there you go.
Mine is
See? Yeah, go for it. It's meant for like when you're going fast on the road, you can hit a pothole and it really doesn't matter. Hey, don't let us hold you up if your parents are waiting. Go.
We'll be down there.
Well,
thank you guys. Safe job.
It was nice meeting you guys, definitely. As we were leaving the pier, I knew we didn't have a lot of time before it was going to get dark. We also just realized that Jordan only had her dark visor. We forgot to bring her clear visor on this trip, so we needed to book it back to the hotel before it got dark, because otherwise she's going to have to ride with her visor open and she might get hit in the face with bugs or whatever. So we start moving, making our way back towards Foley. Now, I didn't realize this here when we passed this this gray truck that it's actually a cop. And neither did Jordan, I think, because she rolls up right next to me here in about a block or two and asks me if we want to race. So we end up racing right in front of this police officer. This is where things start to get interesting. First in line. You're right, you're right. Nah, go over there and get up a little further right now. Line up on this line, the front line. We'll race from here. Ready? Yeah. On the light. Welcome to Alabama. We're in Gulf Shores, and here goes me and Jordan's drag race. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this guy's in the way. Woo! Woo! Yeah, smoked her! After the race, we get back in the right lane and pretty much just cruise the right side the whole way home, minus 1 or 2 lane changes. What we didn't realize is that cop was following us this whole way for about 5 miles. He followed us before he finally pulled us over. Oh, really? Okay, I'll pull over right over here. I won't bore you with the whole conversation because it did drag on quite a bit. Morning, or afternoon, evening.
What are these things?
Sorry?
What are these things?
Electric scooters. I explained to them there were scooters and what we were doing. We were just down on, even like by downtown.
I followed y'all over the bridge. I mean,
you did?
Yeah, that thing was going about 60 and y'all were pulling away from it.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, were you trying to pull us over for a while? Sorry.
No, I'm trying to figure out what it actually was.
He mainly just stopped us because he was curious about what we were on and he was worried about our safety. Should we, if we get off and take a side street?
I really don't know. You're going to have to probably do some Googling as far as that goes.
No, I'm not asking you where to go. I'm saying, is that okay with you if we get off and take a side street and don't take this?
I mean, you don't have a vehicle here at all. This is this y'all's transportation? I'm sure y'all driving a little bit from city to city.
We have an SUV at the hotel.
But it's not here.
It's not with us right now.
The best thing that's going to happen is find some side streets to get you back.
Yeah. That was kind of our plan, to be honest with you. Once it gets dark, we don't really want to be out here anyways.
Yeah, so...
You know what I mean? He agreed that we should just move back to the hotel quick as we can before it gets too dark. He's really just looking out for our safety here, nothing personal. Now, does that mean that his advice is good?
But the one thing that I want you to do is, like the whole time I was behind you, y'all turned around. It's fine. You're making sure people aren't behind you, but as you're turning around and you're making those moves, you got some hand signals like you're supposed to on a bike.
Do not do a hand signal. That's the #1 way to wreck your scooter is by sticking one of your hands out while you're going 40, 50 miles an hour. You will wreck in a second. Just don't follow his advice. He just doesn't know.
Just want to make sure that, y'all are good and you're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're totally sober and we're actually professionals at this, if you can believe it. I know it sounds crazy, but we're not endangering ourselves, I'll tell you that.
Good. Look,
so,
y'all find some side streets and everything like that.
Yes, sir.
If you got to get on the state highway, try and find a bike lane.
We were ready to leave and find a bike lane. As you can see, it's getting really dark now. We are 6 miles. We got pulled over after 5 miles. Yeah. All right. All right, guys, we got pulled over. My camera's going?
Yeah, we got pulled over in Alabama.
Yeah! That was a goal of the trip. Good job, Jordan. You hear me even said, if you gotta take it back, whatever. It was like, didn't really matter. But anyways, we'll switch to bike mode here, guys. It's literally all that really does. For you guys that don't know, if you ride scooters, it's pretty helpful to go to bike mode and it'll take you on side streets and avoid major highways and stuff. So that's what we're doing for now.
He was just following us behind the bridge the whole time. He didn't whip the lights on. We'll watch the clip. I don't know, but
he was radaring us, huh? It says to make a U-turn here. 1 second. I think we gotta make a U-turn here. Look at these roads. This is weird. It's like a single lane road. Alright, we gotta go left on the sidewalk here. If there is one. And it's up, so you gotta go a little bit of off-roading here. Be careful. Through the marsh we go. This is what the officer wanted us to do, so this is what we gotta do. That's how dumb the rules are, guys. And I think eventually this will be all caught up to where this is a motorcycle. It's classed as a motorcycle. It's just electric, whatever. But it is the same power and acceleration, let's be honest, as a mid-level motorcycle. So we can just start selling as that and having some classes and training and having insurance and everything. I would be totally down. Where the f is the sidewalk here even? You can't even find it. Let's just go straight across here. What the f kind of up path is this, dude? He may have been a nice guy, but his directions were terrible because there was no side street. Just go back on it.
Yeah, we were speeding a hella. We were going 60.
We have 6 miles to go, though. They'll pull us over again and give us an actual ticket. I'm not going on this road again because this is a state highway, as he calls it. I know it would be faster, baby. I know. But we'll be okay. We'll go on the side. Oh shit, Grabo. Be careful. Alright, this is a dead end, so that's not gonna work. Dude, what's up with this GPS? Let me look at it again before we go anywhere. This is a beautiful shot with the palm trees. If you can't tell yet, we are absolutely lost. There is no way to take a side street. We're gonna continue trying, though, just to make the officer happy. Because that's the type of people we are. We want to be good people. What kind of fucked up traffic circle is this? No lights in it? You can just run into that shit if you're not careful. I think this is straight. Is it? Okay, let me turn around. And for the sake of your time, we're going to turn this up to 40x speed. This is literally where it's telling me to go, dude. This is the hardest Google Maps has ever failed me. It's literally telling us to go through a gated community. At this point, you're just lost with your girlfriend in a state you don't know, and you're starting to get really mad at that cop that made you pull over and take the side street. Let's turn right. Turn right on the road? What are you smoking? Because we're taking this. We'll ride on this until it gets up, and then we'll go back to the road. Whoa. Finally, a sidewalk that looks decent around here that we can ride for a minute, maybe. Oh, look out. This is why we don't do the sidewalk, folks. As you can see, that's the end of the road on the sidewalk. Now we're forced to curb hop into traffic. And this is why we don't ride on the sidewalk. Officer Mancuso, no offense to you. I know you don't know shit about these scooters and they're brand new. But trust me, riding in the street, here, we can just do this. I'll help you down if you need help. Just pop it down real quick. There you go, you ready? We're going up here and taking a left. At this point, I have no faith in Google Maps or the sidewalks of this town, and it ends up bringing us over to this basically an interstate looking thing that has no lights on it, and we just decide, screw it, we're turning around. This ain't happening. We're going back to the road that the cop said not to ride on. Now, why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this whole story? Why does it matter? It matters because people died, and people died because of poor city planning, poor infrastructure. They don't care about alternative vehicles and alternative transportation. And it's evident when the guy who runs the city council owns an auto store. There's some kind of conflict of interest where their city is optimized for cars and not for everyone else, which is wrong. That's not how society should be. Even the local citizens of Foley know there's a problem. They say it themselves, and something needs to change.
I grew up on this road, so, just seeing it over the years, it's just gotten worse with, I guess, the community growing like it is. Maybe people not familiar with the area, but it's not safe for pedestrians at all.
Folks living in the area say something has to be done.
I would like to see maybe a four-way stop, slow down the speed limit to maybe like 30 or less than that, and maybe put up some speed bumps to slow down the traffic as they're coming to the four-way stop. And that could be a start. It's not going to stop unless something's done to change that.
They mentioned adding a stop or adding more lights, But that's not good enough. In this new age of electric bikes, electric scooters, and everything that goes with it, you need to build out the infrastructure of your city, or there will continue to be more brutal tragedies in your community. This goes for all cities that do not value alternative transportation and are not constantly building new bike infrastructure. Get with the program, people. It's 2025. People are dying because of your lack of city infrastructure. I hope this video hit home for some of you. Thank you for watching. Scooter Gang out.